The saying goes, you are never too old to get an education.
So much to learn, and I just love to learn.
Ruth Thompson is 101 years old and has an appetite for learning.
But I have tried so hard to encourage older people to come out and sign up for class.
In Greg McQuaid's I Have a Story, meet a woman who is setting an example to senior citizens everywhere to never lose the spark that keeps you going each and every day. Working for you. CBS 6 News at 11 starts now.
Troubling news tonight about the health and well-being of women and children. Good evening, I'm Bill Fitzgerald.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Candace Burns. Our Shannon Lilly spoke to experts about what a new report is saying about it and what challenges local families are facing right now. The story all new at 11.
The report is always a call to action for individuals and their communities, for public health officials, and for policymakers.
Addressing the well-being of women and children across the country and right here in our state.
Virginia is third in the nation for the number of women who are college graduates. That's very protective for your health in the long run.
Dr. Rhonda Randall is the Chief Medical Officer for the United Health Foundation. She says in their 2021 Health of Women and Children report, they uncovered those kinds of strengths as well as critical challenges and disparities.
In particular in women, we saw rates of mental distress. That's women saying 14 or more days a month, I feel mental distress. That went up 52% in the state of Virginia between the year 2013 and the year 2019.
Well, Dr. Randall says the report doesn't tell us the cause or effect of why that's happening. She says socioeconomic, physical health, and caregiving burdens strongly correlate. Another area of concern, the maternal mortality rate. She says there's been a nationwide increase in moms who are dying during pregnancy and within 42 days after the pregnancy.
The United States is significantly worse than many non-developed nations in the world with relation to maternal mortality rates. And we know that Black moms in particular are disproportionately affected.
Rupa Murthy.
Oftentimes we have mothers coming in that haven't been able to receive prenatal care.
Works as the Chief Advancement and Advocacy Officer at YWCA Richmond. That's a local organization working to eliminate racism and empower women.
There's a gender equity issue in our community.
She says they're seeing a local spike in infant and maternal mortality, specifically for those seeking domestic and sexual violence resources. And that's something else she says they're seeing an uptick in, especially amid the pandemic.
At this point, we are really on the verge of a crisis situation with childcare in our region. We're on the verge of a crisis situation with family violence and domestic and sexual violence in our region.
Murthy says those that are experiencing domestic violence should call or text their hotline. That number is 612-6126. We will have more information on the findings of the 2021 Health of Women and Children report. We'll post that on our website, WTVR.com. Working for you in Richmond, I'm Shannon Lilly, CBS 6 News.
Thank you, Shannon. And if you or someone you know is struggling with mental health, help is available. We've got a list of resources on our website, WTVR.com/youarenot-alone.
We have gotten several reports in the newsroom about an incident at Powhatan High School, and we've received multiple videos from social media showing students tearing down a banner displaying LGBTQ history. Powhatan County School Superintendent Eric Jones says after reviewing the incident and the impact it had on the learning environment at school, that sign will not go back up. And students say that sends the wrong message.
And just like every other club does and every other group does and every other month does, the LGBTQ community deserves access to a display, because this is only an issue when it is a display regarding LGBTQ issues.
When we asked, the superintendent told us it was the principal's decision not to put the banner back up and that the students who tore down the banner have been disciplined.